South Korea's daily COVID-19 tally has increased by over 300,000 after a two-day slowdown. The number of critically ill patients and deaths is also on the rise, with some 1,200 patients categorized as seriously ill. Over 68% of hospital beds for such patients are now occupied. In particular, extra attention should be paid to those aged 60 or above, since they account for most of the critically ill patients and deaths.
An infectious disease hospital in Seoul. Only 29 out of its 111 beds remain vacant, as a large number of elderly patients who got infected with the coronavirus at nursing facilities checked in recently.
최근에 이제 요양병원이나 요양시설에서 확진자가 많이 발생하다 보니 기존의 병상 가동률이 좀 낮게 있던 병원에 배정을 좀 많이 했던 상황입니다.
The drop in number of new infections is not leading to a fall in the number of critically ill patients and the number of deaths. As of midnight on Tuesday, the number of seriously ill patients reached 1,215, surpassing 1,200 for 3 straight days. Compared to the previous week, the weekly average number of critically ill patients and deaths jumped 12% and 28% respectively. In particular, the elderly are at risk. In the first week of March, 207,000 people older than the age of 60 tested positive for the virus, but the number more than doubled to 452,000 in the fourth week. Elderly people account for 85% of critically ill patients and 95% of the deaths. The fatality rate is even higher among older age groups.
60대에 비하더라도 사망률과 치명률이 15배 이상 높은 상황이어서 7, 80대 이상의 고령층의 집중 보호가 굉장히 중요한 상황입니다.
This phenomenon places a heavier burden on the medical system. Over 68% of hospital beds for seriously ill patients are occupied nationwide. In non-capital areas, the rate is nearing 75%. However, health authorities say the growth of critically ill patients is not as sharp as expected. It is predicted that the daily number of seriously ill patients will increase to as many as 1,680 before beginning to dwindle by next month. Health authorities will allow all clinics and hospitals to become outpatient care centers that treat at-home COVID-19 patients in person for illnesses other than viral infections. The government will import oral treatments for 460,000 COVID-19 patients by next month. It will also review introducing Evusheld, AstraZeneca's antibody-based COVID-19 therapy that is given to those who cannot receive vaccines due to poor immune responses.